Chapter 1. Group Crossing into the World of Don't Starve. Loading the Don't Starve world system. Welcome to the Don't Starve world. A cold, mechanical voice echoed in Chun Feng's ears, jolting him awake from the ground. Feeling the prickly grass mat beneath him and the worn-out canopy above, he was momentarily stunned. Who am I? Where am I? As if experiencing a brief amnesia, Chun Feng shook his head vigorously, and his muddled brain began to function. Wasn't I lying on my soft bed at home? How did I suddenly end up in this dreadful place? Looking around at the flowers and vegetation and hearing the chirping of birds, Chun Feng realized he seemed to be in a primitive forest. The rich natural atmosphere was something he, who grew up in a steel city, found somewhat difficult to adapt to. Survivor. Chun Feng. Age, 26. Gender, male. Conditions for being selected met. Welcome as the 100,008,866 survivor, teleported from Blue Star to the Don't Starve world. The mechanical voice echoed again from the void, and Chun Feng hurriedly looked around. But he couldn't even grasp the source of the sound. This strange voice seemed to appear out of nowhere in his mind, and continued. From today onwards, you will survive in the brand new Don't Starve world. Here, all the rules and regulations of the old civilization will no longer exist. All you have to do is survive. Life is only once hunger, disease, beasts, natural disasters, or darkness will all pose a threat of death. Survivors, please make survival plans and act cautiously. Aside from dangers, there are also numerous opportunities in the Don't Starve world waiting for your exploration. A. Small piece of advice for newcomers. Do not expose yourself to darkness unless you are inside a safe shelter. Always keep your sanity above 50 or terrible things will happen. Try not to suffer serious injuries. It will be hard to heal when health is too low. The survivor system has unlocked some features. Please use your thoughts to check. The few sentences were like a thunderclap that exploded in Chun Feng's mind. It took him a full half-minute to accept this sudden change. Fortunately, Chun Feng had been an orphan since childhood, free of attachments, and lived a simple and ordinary life after entering society. He wasn't particularly nostalgic about his original world. So after taking a deep breath, Chun Feng quickly adjusted his state and began to act. Check the system. Following the prompts from the Don't Starve world, Chun Feng silently thought. Soon, a translucent window appeared before his eyes that on the right side of the window, Chun Feng found many magical options arranged vertically from top to bottom. These options were character, items, technology, quests, sign-in, chat, friends, and season at AS. He focused his gaze on the corresponding options. Hidden explanatory information popped up. Character. View personal information, including level, attributes, status, shelter, information, achievements, etc. Note. You can check most of the personal information you want. Items. View personal items, equipment, etc. Note. Survivors initially have 10 slots for items, which can hold 10 items. Some duplicate items can stack in the same slot. As your level increases, the number of item slots will gradually expand. Technology. View the crafting technologies you have unlocked. Note. Unlocking technologies requires corresponding blueprints buildings. Quests. View current quest information and completion progress. Note. Completing tasks issued by the Don't Starve world can earn you certain rewards. Sign-in. Conduct daily sign-ins not yet unlocked. Note. Surviving survivors can sign in once every morning at 6 a.m. to receive a small amount of supplies. On the last day of each week, month, and quarter, the supplies obtained from sign-ins will be even rarer. Chat. You can chat and communicate with other survivors and conduct online trading. Note. In the chat channel, you can send a maximum of 10 messages and conduct 3 trades per day. Sent messages support text, voice, images, videos, etc. Friends. You can add other survivors as friends. Note. Friends can send unlimited messages to each other and have one gifting opportunity each day. The current maximum number of friends you can add, 10. Season. S1 season. The current season's theme is Abundant Harvest. The Don't Starve world will feature more initial resources and treasure chests. Seasonal activity. Monster invasion, where monsters will actively invade survivors at intervals, and defeating them will yield treasure rewards. The content of the feature bar was extensive. However, as a mobile game enthusiast, Chun Feng was not unfamiliar with these settings. What felt strange was the operation method. Chun Feng instinctively tried to touch the non-existent translucent window before him. Of course, there was no reaction. After groping for a while, Chun Feng realized that everything in the system was controlled by thought. Due to the multitude of system settings, Chun Feng first clicked the character option with his mind. A transparent panel immediately popped up in front of him. Survivor, Chun Feng. Level, LV0. Talent, none. Equipment, none. Attributes, Strength 7. Agility 7. Constitution 7. Sanity 10. Status, Health 7,070. Hunger 100,100. Sanity 100,100. Very mediocre initial attributes, with no talents or equipment. But fortunately, his current status was decent. What level do these attributes count as among ordinary people? Chun Feng muttered to himself. Ding, the average attributes of a healthy adult male are around 8 and 9, with an initial attribute of 10 being considered excellent. The system's voice came from beside him. Chun Feng was somewhat surprised. He certainly didn't expect the system to respond to his inner thoughts. He tried to inquire again in his mind. What are the uses of the 4 attributes? Ding, this system will not provide overly precise data. Please explore it yourself, Survivor. Great. This answer is just like not answering. Still keeping a mystery. I've played online games before. It's probably similar to what I think. However, my initial attributes, aside from sanity being okay, the others are quite lacking. As someone who had been sitting in an office for years, Chun Feng's physical fitness was indeed a concern. He often worked overtime, and when he got home, he had to write novels for his readers, leaving him with no time for exercise. Had he known that everyone would be crossing over, he would have resigned and stayed home. Not only could he find time to exercise, but he would also have more time to update his novels. Damn, working has hindered me. Chun Feng closed the attributes panel and opened items instead. There were a total of 10 slots in the item bar. To his surprise, there were actually items in 4 of those slots. Beginner Talent Gift Pack. Draw a random initial talent. Note, there has never been a world where all beings are born equal, and this is no exception. It's time to test your luck. Mineral water, 500 milliliters, replenishes a small amount of moisture. Note, guess when the next time you'll drink pure water will be. Hard black bread, 100g, provides up to half a meal's worth of hunger. Note, please protect your teeth while eating. Low-quality stone axe, used for chopping trees or self-defense. Description, it doesn't look sturdy, so be prepared to discard it at any moment. Having just had a late-night snack, Chun Feng wasn't really hungry at the moment, but the anxiety inevitably made him feel a bit thirsty. Chun Feng took out a bottle of mineral water from his inventory, carefully unscrewed the cap, and took a sip. Didn't dare drink too much until he had a reliable source of drinking water. After putting the water back, Chun Feng took out the Novice Talent Gift Pack and opened it with anticipation. Congratulations, you have awakened the Orange Legendary Talent. All things critical hit. All things critical hit. Orange Legendary Talent. All your actions have a chance to produce double effects within a reasonable range. Description: the double critical hit effect only applies to favorable outcomes. Chapter 2. All things critical hit talent. All things critical hit. Orange Legendary Talent unique. Description: all your actions have a chance to produce double effects within a reasonable range, and the double effect only applies to favorable outcomes. Orange Legendary Talent. Chun Feng looked incredulous. His luck had always been average, and he didn't expect to hit the jackpot after crossing into the world of Don't Starve. Although he didn't know the specific extraction probability of the orange talent, considering Chun Feng's past gaming experience and the talent's unique attribute, it should be a high-level talent.as for the effect. Through this brief explanation, Chun Feng couldn't fully comprehend it at the moment. Well, we'll dig deeper later. System: what level is my orange legendary talent? Beep. Rarity levels in the world of Don't Starve are divided into white common, green good, blue rare, purple epic, and orange legendary 5 levels. Your talent belongs to the highest level, orange legendary. Wow, I really hit the jackpot. Chun Feng genuinely didn't expect orange to be the highest level. His heart first jumped, then he breathed a sigh of relief. Being a seasoned gamer, he knew that starting with a high-level talent would undoubtedly provide significant help. Although his starting attributes weren't great, he should have an advantage in terms of talents compared to others. I wonder what others are like. How many people like me have been chosen to cross over? Chun Feng turned to the chat section. Since just now, this icon had been flashing continuously, giving a very active feeling. After opening the chat, Chun Feng found that it was divided into 2 sub-channels, World Chat Channel and Regional Chat Channel. No one had spoken in the World Chat Channel yet, And when Chun Feng wanted to input something, the system prompted him. Beep, lacking a world trumpet, unable to speak in the world chat channel. However, from the upper right corner of the world chat channel, Chun Feng could still see a long string of numbers starting with 110 billion. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just right, 10 zeros, that is 10 billion. Hiss. Chun Feng gasped. If this represents the number of people in the chat room, it means that a global population of 10 billion has collectively crossed into this strange world. Compared to the completely quiet world chat channel, the regional chat channel was exceptionally lively, already showing 9,999 unread messages. At this moment, Chun Feng was eager to click in, hoping to alleviate his current mild anxiety by understanding the situations of others. As soon as he opened the regional chat channel, an exaggerated amount of information began to pop up continuously. Help! Someone tell me this isn't real. Wah wah wah. I want to go home. Hey, the person above, I've looked carefully and there's no option to go home in the system. Wait, before I was teleported here, I was doing something important. And now I don't even have a piece of clothing left. 666. The person above has good taste. This isn't a game. You won't get a mosaic and you won't be forced to wear white shorts. I am dizzy. I woke up hungry in the middle of the night wanting to make instant noodles. And now this happens. I'm so hungry. Is there anyone who could trade some food with me? Good people live long. Hey, didn't you notice the food in your backpack? Or do you want to freeload off others? Hubby, where are you? I'm so scared. Woo woo woo. From everyone's messages, it was clear that everyone seemed to have been teleported to this world at the same time. Chun Feng glanced at the upper right corner of the regional chat channel, and sure enough, there was a number 1,000,000. 1 million is a quite large number. If each person sends one message, the volume would be explosive. Chun Feng had just scrolled to the bottom of the chat history and hadn't read many messages before it was back to 99.99. Each person has 10 chances to send messages in the chat channel each day, with the text generated directly by thought without editing. Chun Feng also wanted to try sending a message, and the system's prompt immediately came. Beep, detecting the survivor's first use of the chat channel, please enter a virtual ID. Virtual ID. Taking a closer look at the people speaking in the chat channel, most names were online usernames, though many also looked like real names. With no acquaintances or enemies in reality, Chun Feng naturally didn't mind and randomly chose a homophonic username. Mu Shui Chun Feng. Mu Shui Chun Feng. What talents did everyone draw? Talent? What talent? Soon, a survivor saw Chun Feng's message and replied. The person above, there's a gift box in your backpack for drawing talents. One person reminded, damn, I just drew the lowest level white common talent, sleepy, which increases sleep quality and effectiveness by 30. The person above should be grateful I got a green excellent talent, insomniac, which means I can't sleep at all, but provides extra recovery points 666. That talent seems pretty good. Good my ass, I love sleeping and now one of life's greatest pleasures is gone. Hey, I only drew a green talent, agile, which passively increases agility by 3 points. I'm about the same, green talent, strong, which passively increases strength by 3 points. 1. My talent is the same as the person above. 2. 3. Hey, it seems like you're all fake strong, only I'm truly strong. Look at my talent. Super strong, blue rare level. Increases strength by 6 points. I feel like I can kill a cow with my bare hands now. Wow, did you borrow a few years of lifespan for that luck? After looking around, there wasn't much useful information. Chun Feng noticed that most people's talents were below blue rare level, mainly green and white. Of course, it didn't rule out the possibility of those with high-level talents hiding them, just like himself. Additionally, Chun Feng keenly observed that after he sent his message, the chat channel seemed to become more lively, which was somewhat strange. Normally, in a group chat of 1 million people, shouldn't his message sink like a stone? Chun Feng threw out his inner doubts, and fortunately, the system provided an explanation in a timely manner. Beep, when survivors use the chat channel, information with the highest relevance to them will be prioritized. No wonder, as soon as he mentioned talents, the channel was filled with people discussing that topic. Other comments were automatically folded and hidden. This feature is really convenient. Chun Feng gave a thumbs up.